Hello everybody, I am Moldy West, and this is Edge of Eternity once again. In the last episode... I forget what we did in the last episode. I remember now, we were looking for the imposter, the doppelganger who was impersonating Commander Cora. We ran from town to town, people in Jagholm were all dead... And then we fought those dudes just outside of Tyr Calem, and then we split the party, so now Darian and Fallon are here looking for where they came from without Selene and Yosaurus, which is probably exactly what the bad guys wanted, so... Definitely not walking straight into a trap. And... yeah, there was mention of a cave... Memories are shaking loose. That's what happens when you take a week between recording sessions of a game like this. And sometimes you find a hollow decoy. Oh look, honey, that I don't feel like murdering right now. We don't murder the honey, or the pigs. We just head straight into this cave that may or may not lead to the inside of the place we're trying to get to where the robots came from.
Blockhead?
I don't know. You could try asking nicely.
Hey, Numbskull, what's your problem?
Well, that was a bit nicer. What, you're not gonna answer? Not gonna tell her exactly what your problem is? She's asking nicely!
Spit it out or I'll wring it out of you.
There's a war on, and you're just looking for ways to line your pockets.
Are you trying to guilt trip me, deserter?
Kinda. Fire breath. And that is a weapon for who exactly? Oh, it's for her. Of course it is. Fire breath does sound like it would be the name of a
You
gun.
really are a hypocrite.
I deserted to find a cure for the corrosion.
And what am I here for? Aren't I helping you guys?
You're only doing it for the money.
Wow.
Eh.
When you buy turnips from a farmer, do you give him the same spiel?
Not the same thing.
But it is.
Okay, there's some clothes.
I swear I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Try it, bitch. I want to see it happen. I want to see Darian get a big old fist wedged up inside of his nose hole. And... clothes. You are definitely better than what I was wearing. Now, if you two would quit arguing and work together...
Damn it. We walked right into a trap.
Knew it!
No time for questions. Run!
Run, you say?
So what's the plan, Chief?
That was my next question.
Huh. Was it now? Yeah, I haven't been with you too long, but it's long enough to understand who really calls the shots here.
Oh, so that's how you think we work? What would you do in my place then?
Huh. Probably ask your brother, and then he'd call me some kind of asshole or something. That's usually how it goes with him.
Go and see Tyrannus. She's the city's first counselor.
Then off we go to see Tyrannus.
Back again, Yosaurus? I thought we'd never see each other again.
Well, unfortunately you have to. Get used to seeing him face. Well, maybe not get used to it. Maybe this is just a temporary thing. Oh no, lady, I can't predict the future.
You could say I'm here to repay my debt to our beloved city.
And here I was thinking that keeping your sarcasm to yourself was the best way to show your gratitude. All right, if you have something to say, let's skip straight to the point.
Someone's planning to attack Tyr Calem.
Who? The consort? They have their hands full right now. Between the war, the corrosion, and the refugees, they have more to worry about than a bunch of techno-dabbling heretics.
Well, if aliens were coming to blow your ass up with they robots, that might be a different thing.
There's a third party involved. A new player on the chessboard.
Yeah, and he doesn't play by the rules. He just drags his sack across the middle of the board and says, that area is mine now. You can't put your pieces there, or else they'll get stuck in my guck.
We still know very little about it, but this entity, or whatever it is, seems to command several companies of automatons.
Automatons, you say? Not golems, right? Arcalites?
Possible.
Too archaic to be Arcalite. It's too early to say, but they could be of Venati origin.
Okay, so now there's Venati to worry about.
Vanities.
Hey, wait. What's Venatus?
An ancient caste of prehistoric Astrians. They learned how to shape crystals with magic, make them grow according to their will. They could shape large buildings and machinery out of them. But when the gods and their magic went dormant a millennium and a half ago, most of their knowledge was lost.
Yeah, they tried to record it in them crystals instead of writing it down on pieces of paper, which they just never figured out how to write normally. Burning things into crystals was their stuff, but once that stopped working, they're like, oh, and then they just reverted back to cavemen.
It's a period of Astrian history that the Sanctorium prefers not to discuss.
And you say these automatons are of Venati origin?
We can show them to you if you want.
Yeah, go show her the busted up robots
It
that we
seems
killed
that
in the
you
last
two were
episode.
I'll convoke the council and order a lockdown.
So fast.
I'm the city's first councilor. Do you really think I'm blind to what's happening here?
Probably.
Until now, I suspected that someone was planning an assault on Tyr Calem. There have been many unidentified signals detected by our sonars. Scout reports. These automatons you've dismantled, not to mention what happened in Jagholm, means we've reached the tipping point. This is the proof I need to justify a lockdown.
Well, go lock shit down then, lady.
So, you got this, right? Then I wish you all the best. Now, if you please, I'm going to kick back and enjoy the fireworks.
What fireworks?
I have a suggestion. Our friend Asaurus here could be an invaluable asset. He knows both sides of the equation. Tyr Calem's defense capabilities and the threat we're facing.
Oh, so you're dragging him into this now, aren't you? You don't want him sitting back and watching the shit unfold. You want him dead center in all of it.
I think it would be wise to make him our special advisor to help us organize our defenses.
No, you can't just take a barely sober bum and put him in a position of responsibility like that.
Sure we can. Just
What?
look at the president.
Although I agree with your assessment, Priestess, I would feel more reassured if someone I trust was supporting our friend in his endeavors.
What, you don't trust Eusaurus? Just look at him. He's missing 2 legs and an arm. He's got fucking machinery strapped on there. How can you not trust that?
What?
Oh, I see what you're doing here.
Can I trust Alpharius's most trusted pupil to do it?
Of course.
Then I will notify the militia. Eusaurus, you will provide support wherever it's needed and help the soldiers prepare for the attack.
So, we going back to Darien and Fallon now, escaping from trap?
What the hell just happened?
Nope, still here with Selene and Eusaurus.
I thought about what you said earlier and thought it was only fair to don you with the leader's mantle for a change. You're in charge now.
Terrible decision, really.
Yeah, I don't know what you expect me to do, but I'm simply not up to the task. To any task, for that matter.
Yes, I'd prefer to get drunk and crank it too, Eusaurus, but sometimes we gotta take responsibility.
Again, you're the most knowledgeable person around on both of these matters.
The city would do just fine without my tampering.
I beg to differ. I think you could tamper with things and make things even worse. And then they'd be doing fine. They're doing a little above fine now. We can bring them down to just fine.
Then it wouldn't hurt to just check around, would it?
Wouldn't hurt.
Then let's go, fearless leader.
I'd say don't fall behind, but you can walk faster than me.
Okay. Oh god, I'm Eusaurus now. I feel violated being this guy. At least we can still rush forward and slash at people. Hear that, dude? You're getting scythed at.
Hey, Saurus. So, you sobered up and came to see how it's done? Sure is different from tinkering with some junkyard trash, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Actually, I'm just looking for even more alcohol. I don't like being sober. I like cranking away in my junkyard, drowning in my alcoholism. Eventually, my liver will fail and it'll kill me, but then it won't be a problem for me anymore, as I won't be alive.
What's this?
I'm not here to give you a tour, Secto lady. Ask your babysitter. I bet he has nothing better to do.
So,
It's a reactor generally used to propel Arcalite airships. These mechanics are rigging it up to use it like a giant flamethrower to repel the invaders.
So as you can see, we'll be getting this thing up and running in no time.
And only a slight chance of incinerating the entire city in the process.
Have you considered...
No, Esaurus, you shut up. I don't know what got into Tyrannus when she appointed you as our special advisor, but I won't listen to any of your crap. So just let us do our job and everything will be fine.
Right. Yeah, forget it.
I think you're doing it wrong.
Excuse me?
Celine?
Okay, so you're surprised that she's chiming in when you didn't say nothing, Eusaurus?
Can I talk to you for just 5 seconds?
You need to tell him what's wrong.
They're professional mechanics. They know better than I do.
We've been on the road. I've seen you tinkering around with your own limbs and body.
That subtitle does not match what you just said. Maybe it does in French. But we're in America, lady. We speak English here.
What did you... In case you didn't know, the maintenance of my body parts is private.
And I've seen how complex they are too. Listen, I don't know much about machinery, but I'm sure you can come up with something.
Yeah, they won't listen to me anyway. I don't have any credibility in Tyr Calem. Do you remember how I was when we first met? I've been like that with these folks for months before you came along. It's a miracle if I didn't break out when we arrived.
At least tell me what's wrong with the reactor.
Nah, that cooling system is crap.
Your cooling system is crap.
Celine!
Your words, not mine.
Miss, are you looking to start something?
Tell them what's wrong, Esaurus.
This kind of reactor is designed for cruising speed at high altitude in a cold atmosphere.
You might want to speak up. You're mumbling
I
there.
don't understand what.
This kind of reactor is designed for cruising speed at high altitude in a cold atmosphere. If you don't amp up the cooling system, the energy storage will melt in a few seconds.
How would you know that?
Well, he's got machinery all over him body. He probably knows something.
Kids in the junkyard. They had a fad playing with reactors for a time. I picked up a few things watching them.
Damn it! He's right! What are we gonna do?
Maybe amp up your cooling system?
Special coolant. It won't solve the problem, but the reactor will last a bit longer. Long enough to do its job without blowing up, at least.
What special coolant is Zorus?
The robots in the junkyard use a different kind of coolant than the ones you're using on machines.
The ones they use are my piss.
Okay, nice solution. But if we gotta start over and fetch enough coolant, we won't have time to finish the job.
We'll do it.
Yes, we can do it.
Then we're counting on you guys.
I know where we can find some. My old house in the junkyard. Let's go.
Okay, so we head off to the junkyard as these two, and then you're gonna run into a problem, and then it's gonna cut back to Darian and Fallon. Is that how this is gonna go?
Tyrannis sure wasn't kidding when she said she would order a lockdown.
She's not the kind to leave anything to chance.
So it seems. Come on. Let us ask around if people need our help.
So, check for enemies present in the junkyard. Yeah, I can do that. And the junkyard is down beneath my little footsies, because I am up on the higher floor. And wasn't there a save point just outside the junkyard? Or at the very least, right there inside the junkyard. That junky-ass yard definitely had save points in it. And I like saving before running into potential death at any given moment. It just makes me feel so safe. And I'm a-thinking slot 2 this time. That's the one that is furthest behind, I think. I was just going by the play time on that file, and it was definitely a couple hours short. Oh, there's them Bostons here still. They are definitely still here. Hey, dude, you take care of things here. Keep those Bostons distracted from me so they can't go skulking up into my no-no parts. I've got to go check Eusaurus's house. And I ain't got time to be dealing with oil and steel golems or whatever the hell these things are. They're like very golem-like, but I remember they flinging balls of mud and chunks of steel around. So I assume they're made of mud and steel. If they can manipulate something, they're made of it. That is the law. That is the law of nature. That just like us humans are now like part electricity or something because we know how to use wires and make electrical zaps go through them to power our goddamn machines.
Here are the barrels. I knew these would come in handy someday.
Eusaurus, what's wrong? Don't you want to help the people of Tyr Calem?
It's not that, it's just that these barrels are full of my piss.
Before you guys came along, I was pretty horrible to these people. Granted, they were horrible to me too. For a good while, I wasn't Eusaurus to them. I was the corrosion survivor, and that apparently entitled them to do a lot of things to me for their research.
What kind of things?
Oh, you know, the usual. Drawing blood, sticking sharp objects into my anus.
Experiments. Needles, scanners, electrodes. Painful stuff.
Couldn't you say no?
Would they have stopped if I did? With the promise of a cure to the corrosion at the tips of their fingers, they didn't even bother to ask if I was okay with it. And in truth, I didn't bother to tell them that I wasn't. Besides, the lives of thousands of people depended on those experiments. I was in no position to say no. But I was in a position to resent them. To resent the world itself. When their research proved fruitless, they tossed me aside. Just like my family when they learned I had the corrosion. So, I became horrible to these people, to everyone in Tyr Calem. It was justified.
But you still want to help them now, don't you?
Well, I am a bit less of an asshole since I've got working limbs.
Somehow, yes. I've been living here. Learned to walk on these two cold, hard protuberances I loathe to call legs. Played a few stupid games with those impossibly noisy kids. As much as I want to hate this city, it's still the place where I came back to life. It's a pile of junk, all right, but I won't let this doppelganger or whatever mess with it.
And how does your red pendant fit into all this?
There's still a part of me, stirring inside, telling me I have every right to make the world suffer just as much as I did.
And you're being the bigger person and telling that part of you to go fuck itself, am I right?
It's destructive. It's ugly. But it's there.
But you're keeping it under control, and you're not going full Griffith.
But this pendant somehow helps me to quiet that voice down.
What is it?
Drugs.
A reminder of something I aspired to be a long time ago. I'm still fond of that memory. Okay, we got what we came for. Let's go back to the reactor.
Alright, got all the stuff, and things ain't going exactly as I thought they would. I imagined you'd be running into something big and dangerous right there at Eusaurus's house. And then it would cut back to the other team. But clearly no, that is not the case. So we'll go and deliver that stuff. Ooh, treasure chest that I missed. A Gauss handgun. Okay, that most certainly would not have been here the first time through, as we didn't have anyone who used guns at the moment. It wasn't until pretty recently that we recruited Fallon, and she's the only shooty magooty we got, as far as I know. We haven't encountered other potential party members who go shooting
This will hurt.
guns at
Not in a
things.
good way.
And I just got Celine bit on the ass. And I also don't feel like doing battle with these dudes, especially with just 2 people. Goodbye, enemies that I was trying to avoid. I like how they just didn't know where to go after slamming their faces into the wall and just started moving randomly. Not exactly the funniest thing, but I find a little bit of humor in there. I just went around in a circle. Oop, another treasure chest. Destitute Noble Vest. That's for Darien and Eusaurus, apparently. Is that better than what you're wearing right now? It is pretty much the same as what you are wearing, if not exactly the same. It's a little bit better, but... Well... That does have a few drawbacks. Yeah, this one's nothing but tiny increases. There's no major increases with a few small drawbacks, just straight upgrade. Am I still heading the right way? Yes, I am. Okay. I'm not gonna make a wrong turn and end up right back at Eusaurus' house this time. Hey, there's the dude that I left to distract those Bostons. They didn't cram all their goop up into your butt, did they? Well, even if they did, I don't care. I got shit to do, and that shit involves delivering coolant to a dude out in the front of the town. And another save, just because we made the progress of running around in a goddamn junkyard. Now let's go give this dude some fucking barrels of piss. And that is how we will cool your fire cannon. And he is over this way. Yep, right up there. I was tempted to take them stairs that I just ran by, but maybe not taking them would be faster. Or maybe they would have been. I don't know. I'm stupid. And you can never count on me to not be stupid. Oh, look, there's one of those flamethrowers they was just talking about. But it ain't the one that's getting the coolant now, is it? Well, I'd imagine they'd all be getting the coolant, otherwise one of them would go bad and take out the entire fucking city with it. Anyway, here's your goop.
Gotta admit, you got us out of a pinch here.
What comes as a surprise is that you're unquestionably accepting these barrels without even checking if I'm pulling some pranks or not.
You probably shouldn't have said that.
No need. There's a good look on your face. The look of someone who finally decided to pull his head out of his butt.
Heh.
Oh, shove it.
You can tell Tyrannus we're okay over here.
Alright.
Or, if you want to be a trooper, go help the other guys around the city. They're busy with their stuff, too.
No, thank you.
There's still one yeah in that answer.
Oh, please.
Heh. Alright, who else need help? Make further preparations for the impending attack. Talk to Tyrannus when done. I feel like having all of the preparations done would kinda be important. So, person back here near the giant fucking crystal, you are definitely in need of some ass assistance. But what exactly kind of assistance you need, I do not yet know, as I have never talked to you before in my life.
And a round of applause to me for not messing up everything I touched today.
Yep, good for you.
You should give yourself a break, you know? Since you've joined our group, Darien and I have done nothing but rely on you.
Oh, but I still have time to sink our little enterprise. I'm pretty sure I'll slip up at some point. Just give it time.
Enough self-loathing and self-pity, Eusaurus. We've had enough of that. You've had enough of that.
I know what you've been trying to do, and it won't work. You simply have no idea how low I've stooped over the years. My past is not the kind of slate you can just wipe clean. You won't make me feel better by slapping me on the shoulder and telling me I've been a good boy.
Yes, I've done some very regrettable decisions. Have you heard of this guy named Adolf Hitler? I kinda worked with him on some things.
I've been exploiting the goodwill of so many people like you, even long before I caught the corrosion. I'm not by any stretch of the word a good person. And that horrible man has been fittingly punished for the matching body. So, save your fancy words. I'm way past any kind of self-respect.
I'm sorry you've become so afraid of being cast away. That you feel the need to denigrate yourself at every occasion. And I'm sorry that I'm not kind enough to hide the painful truth from you. But I trust you. So deal with it.
Yeah, deal with the fact that somebody trusts you, boy.
Hey, wait. Is my battery acting up? Oh, it's not a power surge. It's...
You're not gonna finish your sentence? You're just gonna say it's and not add the my heart part?
Oh, please, no.
Oh, God, I'm about to have a heart attack, aren't I?
Please, no.
Please don't feel anything. I've been hurt too many times. Yeah, you ought to know better than to let yourself feel things. Anywho, which way to the person I need to talk to?
Any reason why you're staying behind?
Sorry, I was daydreaming. We should report to Tyrannus.
Yeah, there's Tyrannus right there, but I was also led to believe there's other people that need helping. Well, guess I'm reporting to you. Have you made all preparations for the assault? Not yet, I don't think so. I feel like there's other things that need to be done other than just shoring up the big flamethrowers. And you clearly are not talk-toable. There it is, now you're talking. It's time to test Tyr Calem's defenses against real invaders, not just those grotesque red-fanged simians. Okay, no, prepare this thing for me. Okay, then, I can deal with that. Sir, anything on this? No. I see exclamation points, so maybe those are people that need help and they're not just handing out random quests I could have picked up earlier. And greetings to our esteemed Chief of Security. Don't bother with the review of the troops, Eusaurus. You've done enough already. Oh, I know that tone. I've done something wrong, haven't I? I'd say yes. When Tyrannus told us someone was planning an attack, Tyr Calem. Don't you mean planning to attack or planning an attack on? I managed to get those guys on board quickly. They were pretty excited, ready for anything, but when they learned that the intelligence came from you, they started thinking it was another one of your stupid shenanigans. It would make a good shenanigan, I admit, but when they found out you were appointed as some kind of special advisor, that was the nail in the coffin. They stopped taking it seriously. Now they're treating it as nothing more than a drilling exercise. On top of that, 3 of them simply decided it wasn't worth their time and just left. What can I say? Maybe your men have a discipline problem. Listen, Buster, I already got enough trouble as it is to keep these children in line without you botching things up. So either you find a way to clean up your mess, or you stay far away from here. Got it? Clean up my mess. Okay, should I bring some kind of mop, or... I'm already this close to breaking your jaw, buddy. And boy, I really need my jaw intact to keep infuriating people. Okay, what can I do to fix this? Convince them that the threat is real and bring them back here. Who are we talking about? Draren, Nalia, and Ozar. Wait, are those the 3 people that attacked us the first time we came here? Ozar? Oh boy, I might take you up on that offer to break my jaw. It'll be less painful if you're doing it rather than him. What's wrong with Ozar? He's one of the few permanent guards of the city, and one of the few that has any real military background. This city's best soldier. And he hates my guts. Why? What did you do to him? I dragged my sack across his face while he slept. I made sure to use my sweaty smegma-encrusted nutballs to write Esaurus was here right on his forehead. Gave him a classic Roman soldier helmet. Hey, what should I know? How should I know? I stopped keeping records a long time ago. Does that mean you did keep secret records at one point? Anything to pass the time? Own up to your crap, Esaurus. Convince him that the threat is real. Draren and Nalia look up to him. They'll come back if he does. Then we'll have a real shot at pulling this off. If this threat is real, of course. Huh. They're somewhere in the junkyard. Because of course they are. Okay, taint and honor. And here I go making a bunch of jokes about the taint region of people's body, because that's the low-hanging fruit I tend to go for. Anyway, you got a quest too. Are you gonna send me into the junkyard too? Because if that's the case, I'm already going there for something else, which I probably could have done 3 birds in one trip to the goddamn junkyard. Ah, Sir Firebrand, the finest palate in Tyr Calem. I've been expecting you. I imagine you're here to discuss the menu. The menu? The menu for the guests, of course. There are several choices available, all of them delight, of course, but I fear that our very limited resources won't allow us to prepare more than one. And with your exquisite tastes, I'm sure you can help me narrow it down. By menu, do you mean... Celine, as you probably all know already, some of the ciphers here are former nobles from Avaris. And like most Avarine bourgeoisie, they strive to avoid any kind of clear language in favor of obscure and pretentious repartee. Rightly so, and if I might add, there are a few things more appalling in this world than mundane discussions about defensive machinery. So when she asks us which course we should choose for the guest, she, What you're trying to say is that she's speaking in metaphors. Metaphors, yes, that's the word I was looking for. She's the chief engineer, and we must help her decide which is the best defense system to welcome our guests. Right. So first, there's what we call the fiery barbecue, a traditional grilled dish to delight the senses. It's a safe choice if you want to please a large number of our guests. Okay, I got this one. It's flamethrowers. But the important thing here is to grill it long enough for the meat to be nice and crisp. This kind of dish needs constant attention, or else you can easily overcook or undercook the meat. Constant attention from us at all times. Second is the sure bet. This is a fiery one, a truly culinary wonder, and the chef's specialty. Take the first bite and let the fiery flavor take all of your troubles away, so I set it off and let it deal damage over time. The defense system will be mostly automated. The first bite means we have to switch it on first. Nice one. And last we have the paneer garni. This is a bit of a mixed bag of panache, if you will, a bit risky, a few surprise treats, a sprinkling of mystical and technological ingredients, but I'm sure all our guests will find something to suit their tastes. What? Does that dish even exist? She means a sort of medley, a little bit of everything, technological or magical, some crystals, I suppose. Also, the paneer garni is a typical Eastphalian dish. How do you know that? That's where my mother comes from. Huh. I'm a-thinking the sure bet is probably what I'm going for. Excellent choice. I get the feeling you'd say that no matter what I choose. Yes. But feel free to let me know if you decide to switch to another option. Will do. Okay, so we activate the thing and that's it. We just let it run on its own. That's how I like my automated killing machines. I don't want to have to constantly re-up it or make sure it doesn't fall apart or have to manage anything on it. Just set it and forget it. That's the way. And into Le Junkyard we go to get those other two dudes out of there. They got their honor, now all they need is they taint. And I can certainly grab their taint. Right after I save, of course, because this is probably going to lead to a fight that I may or may not be ready for. So, Nalia, Ozar, and person whose name I can't remember. Hail, fellows, well met. Forsooth, the chief would request you kindly do the needful, which is, dare I say, return to your post and ensure that the morrow's invasion is properly repelled. The hell are you talking like that for? I think I did all that was humanly possible to convince you to do your job. I'll see myself out now. What the heck was that, Eusaurus? Is it another of your stupid jokes? Serves me right for answering your questions. Now you go parading all over Tyr Calem as the special advisor acting like you own the place. I say we flatten his dirty mug. No need for that, kids. Just ignore him. Yes, Ozar. Soon he'll crawl back to the cesspool he came from to indulge his self-destructive vices. No need to waste time listening to this impotent windbag. Impotent windbag? Okay, now I'm curious. What the hell did I do to deserve such loathing? You have the gall to ask. So you don't want to answer me? Maybe I can guess? Okay, what could it have been? Do any of your belongings have a strange resemblance to a urinal by any chance? No, that would have been too easy. Think, Eusaurus, think! You got the big one at my squishy razzle-dazzle, then. Still not it? Do you have a sister named Arashak, by any chance? Enough! If the fly will not go away on its own, we'll just have to squash it. Oh yeah, now we're talking, let's waste them! 3 against 1 seems a bit unfair, don't you think? Hey, sister, nobody will complain if you step in and get your face pummeled in the process. Then I will take you up on your invitation. Celine, are you sure about this? I mean, that Ozar guy punches pretty hard. I know, I've felt his raging fists against my balls before. I'm sure about everything. Oh, dear. Well,
I survived the corrosion, so I might as well survive this.
Eusaurus, you be the punching bag. You're doing a very poor job of that already. Jesus Christ, they just went after Celine real hard. Okay, stand here, and... okay, Eusaurus, you can take what they do, and you can also smack all of them at once! Holy fuck! Where the hell did all that power come from? 'Cause, he just fucking obliterated them. Celine just got shot by a goddamn turret. Well, let's hope this thing doesn't murder the fuck out of Eusaurus before I get a chance to jam ya. Okay, you work for me now. Victory! Not sure how you managed to make those 3 fucking explode with one swipe of your scythe, but I ain't complaining. Now that we won, will you assume your duty again? Or do we need to smack you again and make you fucking explode for no goddamn reason again? Yeah, I don't want to get exploded again. Hey, now you're listening? To a priestess who'd put her life on the line in a brawl to convince us to do our job. Yes, I would listen to her. I wouldn't. Well, fuck you. I know, but you will come nevertheless. I would have liked it better if we won. It's a matter of honor. Tell Capelia we'll be there soon. So I guess we're not getting the details on why he's so mad at Yosaurus. I mean, he must have done something to royally piss him off. He did list a few things, but those don't feel like the actual cause, just small bits that pale in comparison to the real thing, you know. Well, I got your boys back for you. So you persuaded them to come back? I didn't think you'd do it. Ah, praise and worship. Truly, I alone deserve all the credit for. Ahem. She did almost everything. I just happened to be there. She even stopped them from beating me to a pulp. We did it together. You hit them with your scythe and then they fucking exploded. I got shot in the back about 7 times. Anyway, I'm glad you're serious about this, both of you, especially if this threat is as bad as Tyrannus says it is. Come, take these. You'll need them for the assault. What are you giving me, aside from a small amount of money and experience? Ether and firebombs. Okay. And it seems we've got another quest over this way. Here I thought I'd picked up everything. Are you just the chief engineer for the... Okay, you're the defense system. Yeah, yep. No changing anything. Yep. Just the sure bet. I thought you had a different quest, but you just... The fucking exclamation point on the little compass up there is what threw me. So, but there is one over here, so what have you for this? This better actually help in the coming battle. And look at this guy parading around the city like someone important. Are you talking about me? I'm talking about you, but not to you. What's the matter? It's safe to assume I've wronged nearly everyone in this fair city at some point. Do you have the slightest idea how hard it was for me to make ends meet that month, Yosaurus? What do you... Oh. Okay, now you remember. What did you do? A practical joke of some kind. You sold me half a bottle of water with one of your hairs floating in it. You told me it was a cure for the corrosion. It was worth a shot, don't you think? Who can say how cures work? Not me. Besides, I had to earn a living. Oh, I know the kind of living you earned, Yosaurus. I admit it, I love to throw parties. Which involve nobody but yourself. So, I sold you some fake medicine. What harm can a bottle of water do, really? What's a little snake oil here and there? Do I have to spell it out for you? How bad could it be? You probably sold it to someone and made a nice profit, flaunted the benefits of that one lone hair floating in its glorious musky infusion. Yes, and they administered it to something or someone, and when they realized it wasn't good for anything, they came back to destroy all my merchandise because I couldn't pay them back. Oh, maybe you should apologize for that. I admit I was miserable and misguided. Maybe it's not an excuse for doing what I did. But saying I'm sorry now won't change what I've done. You deserve an apology, don't you? So, here goes. Okay, that's done. I think I did a good job. That's your apology? You're really bad at apologies, Eusaurus. I've taken note of your highly subjective opinion. Okay, how much will it cost me? I could take care of myself, Eusaurus. It was my fault for believing a cure to the corrosion would be so easy to come by. I heard you're working to help us defend the city now. Maybe I am. Take this, it'll come in handy. Wow, thanks. Think I can sell it for money? Or use it in the upcoming battle? It was a joke, come on. Can't we laugh anymore around here? Just take it and get going, butthead. Butthead. Well, I think that's all of the optional quests in here that attribute to making preparations for the coming assault. So, now that we've apologized and got ourselves a nifty little power stone, I'ma save again, and then we'll go talk to Tyrannus, or Tyrannus, or however the fuck you're supposed to pronounce her name. I'm not even sure I'm heading in the right direction to find a save point, and this map doesn't help with that either. Just a quick rest until 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. From like 10 o'clock in the morning today. That's right, we're sleeping for like 10 hours straight. There we go. Now we're ready to run us. All the preparations are made as far as I know. I've done everything I could. Can I kick back now?
They're coming!
Fantastic.
I guess that's our cue.
You and Tyrannus were right. They really are coming for us. There's too many of them to count!
Believe me, I'd show you if I could, but we don't want to animate it.
Chin up, Chief. Tyr Calem's a tough nut to crack.
We're entrusting you with the reactor. Don't forget, you can only use it once. Make it count.
I know. You ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Probably gonna die here. Yep, here they come. That's a lot of them.
So, you have a death wish, huh?
Yep.
Tell me about it.
We's a fighting, all right. The next wave is starting soon.
Fire!
Let's give him hell.
Okay, that takes care of that. So, where do I want to go? I guess here. Okay, and Eusaurus. Now it's your turn, and okay. For some reason, the menu just kind of pooped its pants. Eusaurus, go here. And I'm sorry, who is this? The turret? Or is this Celine's turn? Yeah, that's turret, alright. Alright. Just bring on the next wave already. Any day now. There they are. That's a wave if ever I've seen one. Now then. Celine. You can make boulders fall on them, because that is what you do. That seems like a good enough spot for boulders. And Ozar, I'm trying to just it's where there's Eusaurus. There we go. And now you can bum rush your way. Well, if I do that bum rush, it'll swat the dudes out of boulder range. So instead, just go this way. This is a turret. and it can't do nothing. So, not sure I like the look of what's happening there. Okay, just stand there and tank it, Eusaurus. There's a boulder on its way to crush those little bastards that are right there slapping at your genitals. You'll be fine. Just another donk on the face. Wonkus in the bonkus. And it's your turn, or it will be if I can just... There. Now I can move you. Now then, Celine, drop that boulder. Drop the base. Bada boom. Bitch. So, they resist boulder. Good to know. So, whose turn is it? Okay, it's the turret. That's who it's on. But this guy, this Ozar person, I am unable to tell you to do things. I don't know what just happened. I think Eusaurus got conked on the nose. Anyway, I need it to be Eusaurus' turn so he can actually do things. And that guy's over there doing bad. Okay, little boy's moving in. Are these just the basic-ass enemies from, like, way earlier in the game? The fucking... I can't even remember what they're called. The golem things. Anyway, Eusaurus, you're one of the few people I can actually tell to do things. Smack the fuck out of them. Now, Celine, if you get your turn, we could magic the hell out of that other dude, or we could rather heal Eusaurus because kinda getting his ass beat. And that's turret. And Celine, there we go. Springtime for Eusaurus. Let's not have him die. And yeah, it's just not letting me have Ozar do anything at all. And now it's on Celine's menu for some reason.
Darkness before dawn.
Well, at least Eusaurus ain't dying just yet. So... Okay, he's coming this way. Oof. That's bad pain time. So... Oop. Yep, wonk the fuck out of him while you're at it. And... Any day now. Do I need to actually... die and reload or something to make this battle work properly? 'Cause... wait, this is turret, and turret can not do anything, apparently. Where's Eusaurus? There's Eusaurus. Take a big old swing right there. That'll hurt them, and I was kind of hoping a little extra damage would hit that one that's close to death. And Celine, step out of the danger zone. Wow, Eusaurus chucks, well, does absolutely nothing because it isn't his fucking turn yet. He just sits there and takes a big ol' smack to the head. And now, Celine's turn. Time for more heals on the Eusaurus that is too far away, I think. Or is... Yeah, that's Ozar, I think. Yeah, yes, Eusaurus is too far away. That is problem. And... So... Just... Yep. Throw your auger over there. I don't care what you do. And I need Eusaurus to not fucking die. Eusaurus fucking died. Celine, turn now, please. You've got poison bombs and ether. You can also cast resurrection. So can you do something? Because... yeah, it's just not letting people who aren't Selene and Yosaurus do anything. So, why then? Okay, stop being dead. Get up. It is your turn, and that's... Well, no, it is not your turn. Yeesh, that energy theft is causing a lot of damage. And he's second now. Selene turn. Now, yeah, cast another spring on Yosaurus because you actually can this time. I don't want the fucking turret to do anything because I can't make it do anything. Yosaurus, stop being so uncomfortably close to death. And now, I need your turn so that you can step this way and avoid whatever they're about to do, which is definitely making drills come up out of the ground. That is an uncomfortable place to be standing when drills erupt into your ass. And now, Bum Rush. Okay, never mind. Bum Rush isn't gonna be as effective as I would like it to be right there. And here's a turret that still can't do jack diddly fuck! Skip all y'all turns. And yeah, you can't do anything. But it is water time for them. That is a fucking turret that I can't use. And I just need time to progress, is all. Youchies on Yosaurus. He can take it. He's a tough boy. Here's some water for you. And, yep, come on. Please don't kill Yosaurus before he has a chance to do anything again. Alright. It is supposed to be Yosaurus' turn. There you are. Now you can do the stuff and things. Like stepping over here to dodge incoming attack. And then there's that goddamn turret again that won't fucking obey commands. Selene! Not your turn because the turrets are fucking dumb. And throw a poison bomb. Okay, they're too far. Which means it's Healy time for Yosaurus. And just, yeah, get that off before he suffers an untimely demise. Alright. So now, you take a step back. And we wait for your turn again, so you can rush forward and chop their faces off. And, alright, it's Yosaurus' turn now, motherfuckers, and you're getting bum-rushed. And Selene is going to not do anything because she can't do anything yet. Alright. She go here. That seems like a bad idea. But we just do what we can. Yosaurus got energy thefted. And now, still not Selene options there. Now Selene options. Throw a poison bomb at those guys. It's an idea. It's surprisingly effective. Poison isn't usually very good on things that aren't actually alive. Artificial bodies like theirs usually ain't so susceptible to poison. Choppity chop chop. Selene, it's not your turn yet, but now it is. And here's a little water rift for you. Ozar, you just keep sitting there with your dick in your hand. That's about all you can do. Gersploosh, kill the fuck out of you with water. You're still annoyingly alive.
So far, so good.
Don't get cocky.
It would be going better if I actually had control of the other guys, but I don't. I don't have control of the other guys. So we pass the time and gonna try to, yeah, let's heal Yosaurus. His ass is kinda bleeding from the absolute anal trauma he's been taking. All that energy has to come out of somewhere. And we will just work our way towards the button to activate that flamethrower. And yeah, Yosaurus is there. Celine, there you are. Well, we can do a special. I'll hit this guy with it in hopes that it hits everyone on that Nexus, even though I know it's not going to. Well, eat all of this, you giant douche nozzle. I hope this hits your friends too, but I know it won't. Oh shit, I'm out of water.
I just knew something like that was coming.
What do you
They
mean?
just love to pull those kinds of surprises on us.
Is there a bigger enemy there? There is a different looking enemy that I don't think was there before. And Celine's automatically doing something that I didn't tell her to do? What is happening? Defensive redeployment.
Darkness before dawn.
Earth Rift? I did not instruct you to Earth Rift. Heaven's Gate. Ooh. Okay. Celine's kind of not alive anymore. And okay, now Yosaurus' turn gauge starts going up. Okay. So can I have an opportunity to Yosaurus? Where is Yosaurus? Did you just fucking move without me telling you to do so? What is happening to your turn gauge? Can I do something, please? Alright, Yosaurus' turn. Where did... His fucking gauge fell again! What the hell? Can I do something? And... Where the hell is... Where are you, Yosaurus? That's Ozar. Fucking... That's a turret. And now his gauge is just starting to refill. And he's got drills in his ass. And now he's fucking dead. That doesn't seem right. Did shit just glitch to hell and back on me? Oh, great. Now we gotta fucking start up the whole thing over instead of getting right back into battle. And you know what? Maybe it'll actually work properly in the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.